Hello, my name is Nancy Velasquez, clinical social worker for St. Luke's Weight Management Center. Today's podcast is titled Grieving Food. I would like to begin first by saying that I want to acknowledge that not everyone celebrates the holidays, and also the importance of understanding that the holidays is also a very sensitive time for many individuals, a very painful time for many. Now here we have this photo in front of us. It shows adults around a table holding hands. Sometimes when we look at these type of images and we don't have that in our homes, we may believe that there's something deficient, that there's something wrong with us or our families. I would encourage you to think about what you want to create for yourself, what is real for you. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about grieving food, especially for the post-bariatric patient. Now, this topic is relevant because I often get asked by patients, the holidays are coming up, what can I eat? What will I do? Should I attend the activity? Should I tell others that I had bariatric surgery? And also there's some anger. Why should I have to go through this? Grieving food isn't discussed often because there's some shame related to this, embarrassment. How can I share with others that I grieve a particular dish? People think that's ridiculous. They're going to think there's something wrong with me. And sometimes many people keep these thoughts and feelings to themselves. For the purpose of this discussion, grieving food refers to the physical, psychological, emotional, and spiritual response to the absence of food or the absence of certain types of food. And we're going to reference Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of death and dying. She is was a Swiss American psychiatrist who pioneered the stages of death and dying. And we will reference those stages as we reference grieving food as well. The 5 stages of grief refer to denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. We have all experienced some type of loss, and we have experienced grief, whether it be a family member, a friend, or pet, the loss of a divorce or separation or change in a relationship. We may go through grieving. The loss of employment or our ability to be as productive as we once were. Loss of physical ability or our body parts. The loss of a role. No longer are you an active mother or a daughter or friend. The loss of a relationship with food, and we will reference that a little bit further on. And the loss of the body as you know it. These are all situations where you have experienced loss. There have been some ends, transitions, and new beginnings as a result of many of these losses. So the first stage we begin is denial. And that is the post-bariatric patient may say, I can't be going through this. I can't be grieving food. That's ridiculous. These rules don't apply to me. You mean I can't have ice cream every day like I used to? Those are some examples. The next stage could be anger. You may say, I'm upset about this. I want to eat like a normal person. But what really are you referring to when you say a normal person? Are you saying the old you? Is that what you're referring to? The next stage, we call it the bargaining stage. That is that you begin to look at yourself as trying to negotiate how you could have those foods that you grieve for, and you're trying to justify it. You may buy certain products, and you say to yourself, well, I'm going to buy this frozen yogurt because it kind of tastes and looks like ice cream. So you're trying to negotiate with yourself that you're still having the ice cream, but actually you're eating the yogurt. Another stage that you may experience when grieving food is there's some sadness. No matter how healthy you may feel, you know that if you go back to old behaviors, the results may be detrimental to you. You may feel lonely. You may miss the relationship that you had with certain foods, like, for example, sitting in front of the TV in the evening with a bowl of ice cream or a bowl of pretzels or chips. You may miss the people associated with the activity or your role. Maybe every Sunday after church, you would get together with the ladies and have brunch at your local diner. And you may be now struggling, wondering if that's something that you will continue to do. You may actually cry, mourn, just like you have with other losses in your life. Those may indicate that you are experiencing some depression related to the grief and the loss of certain types of foods. At some point, we hope that you will accept. You are done feeling sorry for yourself. You realize that your health and the results of having good health outweigh those items that you grieved. You begin to feel more comfortable in your own skin. And you may stop complaining while you had surgery. You may just stop completely and say, this is me. This is who I am right now. So one idea is to learn to appreciate your family and friends more than food. So if you are going to an event with family and friends, that you say to yourself, I'm going to the diner to meet with the ladies because I really enjoy their company. I really want to spend time with them. You remain focused. Remind yourself that bariatric surgery is a surgery that has helped you and will continue to help you achieve health. Reminding yourself that weight loss surgery or bariatric surgery is an investment in you, in your health. You begin to shift to a healthier relationship with foods and physical activities. Perhaps you're moving towards the food not being the center of the gathering. And you start taking an inventory every day of your behaviors, your thoughts, your attitudes, because this certainly helps you to stay on track. So what we wish for you is that, number one, you acknowledge that you may be grieving food or certain types of dishes. You want to go through those stages of acknowledging and then come to a point where you accept that this is for your health and this is what you want for yourself. We wish you the best and believe that you will be successful in achieving your long-term goals. We wish you well.